Well, welcome back. And in this story titled Padaraksha Yogi, Yogin Shabdaha, Nakaranda Shabdaha, Yogi, Yoginau, Yoginaha. Yogi means like a sannyasi, like a saint, sage. In different meaning, we say yogi. Padaraksha. Padaraksha means footwear. Padaraksha Yogi. Some saint who is given a title Padaraksha Yogi, one who is doing some footwear maintenance, like that we can take. Okay. Chandrasena Namakasya Rajnyaha Asthane. So the king name is Chandrasenaha. Chandrasena Namakasya Rajnyaha Asthane. So Rajnyaha is Shashti Ekavachanam. Rajan Shabdaha. This is also Nakaranda Shabdaha. Raja, Rajanau, Rajanaha, like that. Asa Bhushanaha Nama Vidushakaha Asit. So in the assembly of Chandrasena Raja, Hasa Bhushanaha, in that name, some Vidushakaha was there. Vidushakaha means one who is very close to the king and he entertains the king and also he advises the king in a very jovial way. Vidushaka is a learned person. I said many times in story, Vidushaka is not like a clown in circus what we see. He is some learned person, like Birbal, Akbar story. In that Akbar story, Birbal is that Vidushakaha. And Tenali Ramaha, like that Tenali Rama is a Vidushakaha. Vidushakasya apurvam chaturyam. Chaturyam means cleverness. And this Hasa Bhushanahasya apurvam chaturyam. He had very special skills. Vidushaka Vishaye Santushtaha Raja Kadachit Uktavan. The king who was happy with this Vidushakaha told once, Bhavani yati ichchati tat dasyami. What you like, that I will give. Ka apeksha iti vadatu tavat. Like that. So once he told, whatever you want, I will give. You tell what you want. Tada hasa bhushanaha vinayena. So in a humble way, that Vidushakaha told, Prabho, O my Lord, Vidushakasya jivanam asidhara vratam. Asidhara vratam means like walking on a rope, what we say. Walking on a rope means anytime you may fall. But here, asidhara vratam is walking on the edge of the knife. So, if you don't walk carefully, you get hurt also. Ataha yada avashyakata tada varam swikarishyami. So when I need, I will take this boon from you, because the life of Vidushaka is like walking on a razor blade. Idanim kimapi mastu. Now I don't want anything. Raja astu iti uktava. And the king said, okay, let it be. Chandrasena Rajasya putraha Rudrasenaha. Rudrasena is name of the Chandrasena king's son. Rudrasenaha mata pitribhyam mahatya pritya lalitaha asit. And this Rudrasena was very fondled very much by the father and mother, parents. Sikshanartham saha Gurukulam preshitaha. And he was sent to the Gurukula for education. Gurukule yada guruhu kimapi apriyam vadati tarjayati va tada Rudrasenaha rajadhanim agacchati sma. So whenever in school the teacher tarjayati means some scolding or firing, or apriyam vadati, something which is not liked by Rudrasenaha, the king's son, prince. Then Rudrasenaha rajadhanim agacchati. Then the prince Rudrasena, he comes to the kingdom. Ditranam dinanam anantaram. After some 2-3 days, Raja Gurukulam pratipreshayati sma. So after some 2-3 days, the king sent him back to the school. Rajakumaram kathoram dandayitum rajadhanim punah punah ma gacchatu iti vaktum va guru dhairyam nasti. So the teacher of the Gurukula, he was not having courage to punish the king's son, Rajakumaram, the prince, kathoram dandayitum, to severely punish. Or Rajadhanim punah punah ma gacchatu iti vaktum va. Or to say, don't go to your parents' house again and again. Like that, he had dhairyam nasti. He had no courage. Raja kupitaha bhavet iti bhitihi tasya. And he feared the king may be angry if I punish him, or if I obstruct his going back to the home. Chandrasenasya putra vishaye vatsalyadikyam satyam. Chandrasenasya putra vishaye. So of the king Chandrasena, in his son's connected matters, vatsalya adhikyam. Adhikyam means the influence, too much influence of parental love. It is true only. Tathapi putrasya adhyayanam samyak na prachalati iti khedaha tu tam badhate sma. So even though he had so much love and affection towards his son, but he was also worried about his education, which was not going proper. Kadachit saha swasya manovyatha vidushakam niveditavan. Manovyatha means mental worry. So once he told his worries regarding his son's education to the Vidushakaha. Tada Vidushakaha Muktavan. Then that Vidushaka told, Rajakumarasya kim yada ichha tada rajaprasade vasaha. What to say anything about the prince? Yada ichha tada rajaprasade vasaha. Whenever he likes, he lives in the palace. Ataha mata pitrohu aparimitam vatsalyam prapnoti saha. Parimitam means limited. Aparimitam, limitless. Vatsalyam means parental love. So he receives mata pitrohu aparimitam vatsalyam. He receives excess parental love. Gurukule adhyayanam api prachalati eva. And in Gurukula, the education is also going. Sukhi saha. And he is very happy also. Like that, the Vidushakaha told, Kim sukam gurohu vachane alpa tikshnata drishta chedabi saha prasadam pratyagamishyati. What do you mean by sukham? That he is happy. He is not happy. Gurohu vachane alpa tikshnata drishta chedabi. So if he sees something very sharp, in a sharp way, means if he is hurt, that is the meaning. Gurohu vachane alpa tikshnata means if the teacher says something and he feels hurt, then prasadam pratyagamishyati, then he comes back to palace. Ataha, he will pratyagamishyati. So lit lakara, he will come back to house. Ataha saha mahat daushyam achariti chedabi adhyayanam samyak na karoti chedabi dandanam na prapnoti dushtasya bhavaha daushyam. So this is tadidanta shabdaha. So dushta, generally we say the kids dushta, means mischievous. So even if he is showing so much mischievous act, or adhyayanam samyak na karoti chedabi, and if he is not studying well, he is not getting any punishment from the teacher, atra vayam tam madhuraihi vachanaihi bodhahitva punaha preshayamaha. And we just advise him sweetly and send him back to the school. Putraha katham parishkaraniyaha ityeva na nyayate maya. I don't know how to change my son. Like that, khedena muktavan raja. So with some sadness he told, Prabho, dhanasampattihi prabhutvam avivekita iti eteshu ekaikam api anarthakarakam. So the Vidushaka is telling some nitihi. Prabho, O my Lord, dhanasampattihi, the making money, prabhuttavam. Prabhu means becoming Lord, Master. Prabhutvam means lordship. Avivekita. Avivekita means unwiseness, showing some stupidity. Iti eteshu, amongst these three, ekaikam api anarthakarakam. Each and every one is anarthakarakam, that which makes us to do some meaningless or fruitless activity. That is anarthakarakam. Artha means meaningful. Anartha means meaningless. Trayamapi asti chet anartha parampara eva sambhavati. Because all the three are individually, they are worst quality. We can take like that. All the three. So the quality of earning money, and the quality of becoming leader, and the quality of showing unwiseness, all the individual quality, they are anarthakarakam. That creates some loss to us. That is the meaning here. Trayamapi asti chet. If all the three are there in somebody, anartha parampara eva sambhavati. Parampara means here a sequence of meaningless activity we will be doing if all the three are together with somebody. Yatadrishasya bodhanena kim. And what is the meaning of advising like this? Sikatabhyaha tailam praptum shakyeta. Sikata means sand. Sikatabhyaha tailam praptum shakyeta. It is possible to get oil from sand. Shashashringamapi anveshtum shakyeta. Shashashringam means the horns of a rabbit, which is not at all there. Rabbits are not having horns. And from sand you cannot make any oil. It is not having any oily quality. But he says, Sikatabhyaha tailam praptum shakyeta. It is possible to get oil from sand. Shashashringamapi anveshtum shakyeta. And it is also possible to search for some rabbit horn. Kintu murkham sanmarge anetum kopina shaknoti. But a stupid person cannot be brought into good path, sanmarga. Sanmarga means in a rightful dharmic way. To bring him, kopina shaknoti, no one is possible to bring a stupid person in a proper way, dharmic way. Bhardrahari, like that, a king who made Niti Shatakam, and three types of Niti Shatakam he made. In that one, this shloka is there, and the meaning of that shloka is given here. Yetat shrutavataha Chandrasenasya mahan kopaha agataha. So the king, he felt hurt. The Vidushaka is telling his son is stupid, and all the three qualities are here, because a prince is having wealth, and a prince is having that lordship, and the prince is having, this particular prince is having unwiseness. So he felt very angry. Boh, mama putram murka shikhamani madativa bhavan. Murka Shikhamani. Murka Shikhamani means number one. The Shikhamani is in the phrase is in the sense of number one, topmost. Are you saying my son is the number one stupid? Kiyat audhatyam bhavataha. And how much arrogance, disrespect you are showing to me. Bhavantam karagare sthapayishyami. I will place you in jail. Iti krodhena bhuktavan raja. Like that the king told very angrily. Tada vidushakaha vinayena bhuktavan. Then this Vidushaka told in some humble way, Prabho, Ajnanat kimapi uktam. I said something out of ignorance. Kshantavyaha aham. I am to be pardoned. Iti prarthitavan. Like that he requested. Tada rajnaha kopaha chaturgunitam pravriddaha. Then the anger of the king became fourfold. Chaturgunitam means fourfold. Ante vidushakaha rajna purvam dattam varam smarayitva. And in the end, the vidushakaha, he reminded the boon. The king said, whatever you want, I will give. So he reminded and said, Yadi aham dandaniyaha eva iti bhavataha ashayaha tarhi tadapi bhavatu. So if you have the wish to punish me, then let it be that. Kintu dandana pramane nyunata bhavatu. But in the punishment, let it be nyunata. It need not be severe. It may be light. Devalayam agachatam jananam padaraksha marjane mam niyojayatu. So you appoint me to protect or clean. Padaraksha marjana. Marjana means cleaning. So in cleaning the footwear of the people who come to temple, that job you give me as punishment. So we can see in the picture, he is sitting and cleaning the footwear. Devalayam agachatam jananam padaraksha marjane mam niyojayatu. So appoint me as a foot cleaner, that footwear cleaner of the people who are coming to temple. Yetena mamapi kinchit triptihi bhavataha abhishtasya api siddhihi. So by doing this, I also feel some satisfaction, and you also achieve the way of punishing me. Dandanartham aham tatra sthapitaha iti tu kamapi ma vadatu iti prarthitava. But you don't say to anyone that I am put on this act as a punishment. Padaraksha marjanam tu apamanakaram karyam. And this is very insulting act to clean somebody's footwear. Ataha etateva dandanam bhavitum arhati iti nishchitya raja angikaram suchitavan. So the king felt, yes, this is the right way to punish him, and he accepted the request of the Vidushakaha. Anantara dine eva Vidushakaha devalayasya purataha upavishya devalaya samipe atataha janan uktavan. So on the next day he sat in front of the temple and told the people who were going around, Bo aryaha devalayam agachatam jananam padaraksha marjayishyami iti maya sankalpaha kritaha. Hey, you people, I just made sankalpaha, means some vow or some determination that I am going to clean the footwear of the people coming to the temple. Yatadrisham karyam kritva ahankara bhavaha durikaraniyaha iti mama ichha. And by doing such act, I want to get rid of my pride. Kripaya bhavantaha sahakurvantu. Please help. Like that he told the people. Arambhe kechana tasya upahasam kritavantaha. So in the beginning people just laughed at him. Kintu vidushakaha etat aviganayanne sarvesham padaraksham marjayati sma. But the vidushakaha, see, he simply cleaned everybody's footwear. Sada suchihi sanne gita parayanam api karoti sma. Shuchihi means clean. So always maybe he is taking bath so many times, keeping himself clean, and he used to repeat the shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. Dhanika nirdhana bhedam na ganayati sma. And he was not finding any difference between rich people and poor people. Sada vinayena vyavaharati sma. And always he behaves in a very humble and pleasant way. Ataha keshichutteva dineshu bahavaha tat vishaye adaravantaha jataha. So within short days, many people started respecting him. मार्जितायाः पादरक्षायाः स्वीकारसमये केचन कृतज्ञतापूर्वकं नमस्कृतवन्तः. And while taking the footwear after getting cleaned, some people just saluted him. Anye kechana paramabhaktaha tam sashtangam namaskritavantah. And anye, some other devoted way, people just namaskritavantah. They prostrated in front of him. एवं जनानाम् आदरं प्राप्नुवन् सः पादरक्षा योगी इति ख्यातः अभवत्. So like this, getting the respect from the people, he is known by a well-known khyataha, very well known by a name, Padaraksha Yogi. So he is a saint. What is that saint? Is Padaraksha Yogi, like that. So like this in India, many people are given different nickname. Yesham Padaraksham saha marjayati, tesham abhishtam siddhyati, ityapi varta prasritaha. And naturally this happens. With the saint in India, we have so many stories associated. Who makes such story, who spreads like that, we don't know. And the stories are carried forwarded by many people. So people are telling, Yesham Padaraksham saha marjayati. Whose footwear this particular Padaraksha yogi cleans, tesham abhishtam siddhyati. And of those people, whatever they wish, that gets achieved. Like that, this news spread everywhere. Ataha tasya kirtihi sarvatra vyapta abhavat. So his fame spread everywhere. Kaschana Padaraksha yogi mandira samipe asti iti varta rajnya shruta. And by the king also it was heard that some yogi, some saint who is called Padaraksha yogi, like that, fame of that yogi, it was heard by the king. Saha kutuhalena etasya vishishtasya yoginaha darshanartham agatavan. And the king came out of curiosity to see this person. Vidushakaha eva saha yogi. That Vidushaka is only that yogi iti jnatavataha tasya mahat ascharyam. And the king who came to know that Vidushaka is turned into this Padaraksha yogi like that, he felt very wonder. Vidushakaha Raknyaha Padaraksham Marjayitva Sarvanu Pashyannu Uktavan. And this Vidushakaha, he cleaned the footwear of the king and told to everyone who were there, Adya mama vratam samaptam. Today my vratam means that devoted act. It ends today. Mamasthane kopi upaveshtum ichchati chet agre agachatu iti. So if anyone wants to take my place, you please come forward. Like that he said. Tada ahamahamikaya bahavaha agre agatavantaha. Aham, like that. I, like that. Many people came forward. So they were competing to take that position of Padaraksha yogi. Ahamikaya means I'm first, like that. People were competing, struggling to come forward. Tada teshu ekam chitva Padaraksha yogi sthane upaveshya. And he selected one amongst them and appointed him in that post of Padaraksha yogi and told, Yada ahankaraha gataha iti bhavani chintayati tada anyam atra upavesha gacchatu. So you do this act, and when you feel that I lost my pride, then you appoint someone else in this place and you can go. Iti upadishya rajnya saha rajaprasadam gatavan vidushakaha. So like that the Vidushakaha went along with the king to the palace. Tatra Raja Vidushakam Ascharyena Prishtavan. And the king asked in a very wondering way, Maya kopena Padaraksha marjana rupaha dandaha vihitaha. I angrily gave the punishment of cleaning the footwear Kintu bhavane yogi kadam sanchataha. But how you became a saint? Like that he asked very wonderingly. Tada vidushakaha mandahasapurvakam muktavan. Then the Vidushaka told in a smiling way, Yadi rishihi kasyana adhomukam tishtati tarihi tat tapaha iti uchyate. If some rishihi, some sage, adhomukam means he stands upside down, then people say it is tapaha. He is doing some penance. Chorena tatha kriyamanam drishtva dandaha iti uchyate. So, if a thief who is held upside down, then people look at and say he is punished like that. Evam samayanugunam uttamam adhamam va phalam siddhyati. Samaya anugunam. So, according to the time, uttamam adhamam va phalam. Uttamam means very good. Adhamam means very worst. Phalam means result here. Siddhyati. So, according to the time, that result of what is done, we get, whether it is best or worst like that. Two people who are standing upside down or hanging upside down, like that also we can take. If he is a rishi, people say he is doing very, very difficult tapas. And if it is a thief, people say he is punished. So, based on the time, we get best or worst results. Bhavane dandaha iti anudghoshya yasmin kasmichit karye mam niyojayatu. Bhavan, you, dandaha iti anudghoshya. Udghoshya means announcing. Navudghoshya, anudghoshya, anudghoshya. Anudghoshya means without making announcement that I am punishing Vidushakaha. Yasmin kasminchit karye mam niyojayato. You put me on any task without telling that it is a punishment. Aham gauravam prapsyami. I will get respect. Padaraksha marjanam dandarupena vihitam iti yadi bhavane pracharam akarishyat. Had you made the announcement, pracharam here means to make the news public. Okay. So if you make the news public everywhere that this Vidushakaha is punished to clean the footwear, tarhi janaha thutkurvantaha mam pashana khandaihi athadayishyan. Then people may be spitting at me and they may be throwing stone at me. Kintu dandaha iti ghoshanam nakritam ityataha janaha mam yogi iti pujitavantaha. Because you didn't announce that it is a punishment, people worshipped me like a yogi. Tadastu yatadrishe karye udyuktasya bhavataha kaha ashayaha iti jnatam maya. Okay, I understood what is the uddesha, purpose of undergoing this act. Ashayam vivrinoti tavat iti bhuktavan raja. Nanyatam maya. I couldn't understand. Okay, I couldn't understand why you engaged yourself in such an act of cleaning the footwear. I couldn't understand. Ashayam vivrinotu. You explain. Like that the king asked. Prabho, lalane bahavohu doshaha iti prachinaha vadanti. Lalane bahavo doshaha. Bahavaha doshaha. So the visarga becomes ukara, then okara, as per visarga sandhi. Lalane bahavaha doshaha means too much fondling of a kid will lead to many mistakes. Iti prachinaha vadanti. Like that our ancestors say, yada doshaha kriyate tada tadanugunam dandaha datavyaha. When the children do mischievous act, then accordingly they are to be punished. And that is how we were all taught, and that is how we did to our children. and the teachers also did to us. So far in India, it was happening till 50 years back. But after this opening up the world and internationally, people are exchanging all the knowledge. Now in India, this beating the child or punishing the child, they are treated like a crime. And we can see the effect of that on road, how the children are behaving. During our time, means some 50 years back, when we were going to school and all, even though at that time also we did some mischiefs, people enjoyed that and they curbed that also. Anyone on the road can curb the mischievous act of some boys, girls. But nowadays, no one can talk to anyone. It has become like that. So, yada doshaha kriyate tada tadanugunam dandaha dhatavyaha. So, according to the mischievous act, some punishment is to be given. Dosha samaye dandaha na dattaha chet parishkaraha na bhavati. If you don't punish a kid at the time of doing mischiefs, then the kid won't change. Dandadanene yuvarajasya alpaha khedaha bhavet nam. And by this punishment, the prince may feel some sadness. Kintu tat tena sodhavyam. But that is to be tolerated by him. Every one of us is also like that. When we are punished, we have to just tolerate that, and we also learn the quality of tolerance, insulted, everything, so that we can live our life comfortably. If we never feel that insult or if we never have tolerance, then life will be very horrible. Vinakaranam yada saha raja bhavanam pratyagacchati tada etat anichitam iti bodhayitva jhatiti gurukulam prati preshaniyam. When he comes to the palace without any reason, then he is to be advised immediately to go back to school. Doshakarana pravrittihi kadapina protsahaniya. Doshakarana pravrittihi means the act of mischievous behavior. Kadapina protsahaniya, never to be encouraged. Dandaha parishkarartham vidhiyate. And the punishment is given for to bring the change. Such a prakatam vidhatavyaha. Such a prakatam vidhatavyaha. Tada eva tasya parinamaha. That also to be done immediately. Then only it is having its effect. Iti uktavan vidushakaha. Raja Chandrasena. Prakatam means known to others. He should not be punished in a lonely way. He should be punished in front of somebody. So he should know, I am punished, and others also should know. Then only they will also not do such mistake. Like in our department, we have disciplinary rule. Why we punish? Then only other employees also will feel I should not do such act. Raja Chandrasena kshanakalam alochya. And the king Chandrasena, he thought for some time and told, Bhavata satyameva uktam. What you said is true. Truth is said by you. Bhavata uktam satyam. So this is karmani prayogaha. Doshi avashyam dandyeta. The culprit is always to be punished. Sacha dandaha cha prakatataya vidhatavyaha. So it is to be given publicly. A punishment is to be given publicly, means exposed way. Prakatanam means exposed. Tada eva tasya phalam siddhyati. Then only you get its effect. You simply take him to a room and scold him. No one knows. We cannot do like that punishment. Ataha gurukulasya acharyam adyaiva vadami yat rajakumaraha yada dosham karoti tada sarvesham purataha eva dandavidhanam bhavatu iti. Iti muktavan Raja. So I will tell the teacher in the Gurukula, when my son does some mischievous act, then you punish him in front of everybody. Vidushakam yogyasya puraskarasya dhanena satkritavancha. And to the Vidushaka, Vidushakam. So Dutiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam. yogyasya puraskarasya danena. So he rewarded the Vidushakaha properly. Punaha achiratyeva rajakumare parivartanam jatam. And in short days, in a short period, there was change in the prince. Saha samyak adhyayanam kritva kalantare uttamaha raja iti kirtim praptavan. So he did very good education and he got a name and fame like Uttamaha Rajaha. He is a very good king like that. Hope you liked this story. I will come up with some other new story. Take care. Bye-bye.